What is up everyone, it's Andy, and in today's video we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Gigabyte AMD Radeon RX 7600 and versing it against the ASRock AMD Radeon RX 6400 Challenger. Let's get started. Today, our system will be running on an ASRock B550 Phantom Gaming 4 motherboard with a Ryzen 5 5500 CPU at base clocks and with 16 gigs of DDR4 memory clocked at 3200 MHz. So a little bit about this card. This is the AMD Radeon RX 7600 Overclocked Edition, which has a boost clock up to 2755 MHz and a game clock up to 2355 MHz. It has a total of 2048 streaming processors. It has 8 gigs of VRAM at a speed of 18 gigabytes per second. It has GDDR6 memory with a memory bus of 128. This is also a PCIe 4.0 compatible card, but in this video we're going to be running 3.0 as my processor is the bottleneck in this case. Our next card is going to be the ASRock's AMD Radeon RX 6400 Challenger card. This card has a boost clock up to 2321 MHz, has a game clock up to 2039 MHz, has a total of 768 stream processors, and has 4 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, and has PCIe 4.0, only has a bus of 4 lanes. First, we'll be benching the ASRock's AMD Radeon RX 6400 and Shadow the Tomb Raider with the highest settings with ray tracing shadows off, which we ended the benchmark with an average of 40 frames per second. Now, let's turn the ray tracing shadows on, which after testing with ray tracing settings on, we had an average FPS of 10. Now we have switched cards to the AMD RX 7600 Overclocked Edition. And I just wanted to note really quickly, while on high settings and with ray tracing on, this card was extremely quiet as heat dissipation is incredible. But of course, with the benchmark at the end with high settings and no ray tracing on, our average FPS rose all the way to 121, which is a 200% increase in the FPS. And then with the highest settings and ray trace shadows on, our card managed to get an average of 59 FPS, which gave us a 490 increase in FPS compared to the RX 6400. Now, of course, in this case, our overall winner is the 7600 Overclocked Edition in any case scenario, but I just wanted to show you what it's like when you run on an ASRock's AMD Radeon RX 6400 every day to changing to a Gigabyte AMD Radeon RX 7600, which is part of a whole different family and generation of graphics cards. And from here on out, the 7600 will be my main card, but I'll still be using my ASRock's card in any other case scenario, as if it's running a video in the background while I want to play a game at high frame rates, or even just simple processes of loading multiple videos at a time. But this is the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.